Speaker 1.
Well, I was on holiday by the sea with my parents, but the weather was awful, so we couldn't go to the beach or even swim in the sea. We had to stay in the hotel. Fortunately, there was a pool. There was a girl there who swam every day for about an hour, up and down. One night at dinner, we talked and she invited me to join in her practice. So the next day, I got up at 5 a.m. That's how it all started. I just loved it. I love being in the water. I'm quite good too, and I enter competitions. I won my first medal last week. I can go really fast. The only thing I dislike about it is not being able to have breakfast before practice.
Speaker 2.
I'm like lots of kids my age. I play one of the most famous games in the world. I usually play on Thursdays after school, and I think I'm quite good at it. I score quite a lot of goals when we play matches, but yesterday I wasn't concentrating. The ball came to me and I had to score a goal because if not, we were going to lose the match. And it was the last match of the season, so an important one. Unfortunately, I didn't score. I was really angry with myself. Fortunately, another player in my team managed to score, so we still beat the other team. We won 3-2. It was a great result.
Speaker 3.
Last winter, I went along to the ice rink in my town with my best friend. He invited me to have a go at his sport. It's a team game and a lot of fun. I joined the club the next day. The coach gave me the chance to learn the basics in a few individual classes, which was great. We only play in the fall and winter months when it's really cold. We have practice on Thursdays and Fridays, and then we often have matches at the weekends. There's a lot to learn. You have to be able to skate and follow the puck, play as a team, but I love it. I'm studying for exams at the moment, and so I can't play in the regional tournament. It's a pity, as I'm missing a great opportunity.
Hello there. I wonder if you can help me. I'm thinking of going sightseeing today. Can you recommend anywhere good to go?
Well, it depends on what you like. There are lots of places to choose from. What kinds of things are you interested in?
I don't know. Something cultural?
Oh, right. Okay, well, quite close to here is St. Mary's Church. It's Krakow's most famous church, and very beautifully decorated. You can walk there in 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm not really a big fan of churches, to be honest.
That's okay, I understand. Of course, the most visited place near here is Auschwitz. There's a day tour leaving soon.
Actually, we're planning on going there later in the week.
Well, in that case, you could try Kazimierz, the old Jewish quarter, where Steven Spielberg filmed some of Schindler's List. It's actually quite a lively area now. There are lots of good bars and restaurants around there.
Oh, so that might be nice for this evening then?
Yes, maybe. Let me know if you want more information about places to eat or drink there. Then if you'd prefer something a bit different, how about a guided tour of Nowa Huta, the old communist district? They'll show you what life was like in the old days there.
Oh, that sounds interesting. How much is that?
About €40. I can call and book a place for you if you want.
What times does that leave?
Every 2 hours from outside the hotel, and the tours last around 90 minutes. They leave at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 4 o'clock.
Okay, that's great. Can you book me onto the 2 o'clock tour? Then I can do some shopping in the main square in town beforehand.
Sure.
One.
In July and August, it's boiling hot here. The temperature regularly rises to above 40 degrees and sometimes even reaches 50, so we often try to get away. We went to Malaysia last year. This year, we're going to Salalah. The weather is wonderful then. Light rain most days, cloud from the sea and cool. It's never much more than 25 degrees. At night, we can even say it's chilly. Wonderful. Such a relief to escape the heat. We're staying in a 5-star hotel, of course. This is important for my family because my mother and sisters spend a lot of time in and around the hotel. But my father and I, we love driving off-road 4x4. At home, we drive in the desert, but the countryside in South Oman is mountainous and so green. It offers something different. So, we'll probably hire a car to do off-road.
2.
The summer's a busy time of year. I work from May through to September, and this year I have to work long hours in July and August. When the season ends, I might take a short holiday, but if I do, I'll probably just go and visit a friend in Lyon. Basically, I'm saving money because I'm going to travel around Vietnam later in the year. I've heard it's best to visit after October because it's still warm but not so humid. Not that the weather is so important. What's important to me is the experience of travel. I went to Morocco last year and I was in the desert near these ancient ruins. I was in a small hostel and it was freezing at night. But the people and place, the experience, it was fantastic.
3.
We've decided we're not going to go on holiday this year. We're just going to stay at home. Last year's holiday was such a nightmare. We rented a small cottage near the beach in Cornwall, but it poured with rain most of the time, and the kids complained so much. Oh, there's nothing to do. My phone's got no signal. Constant. And it wasn't cheap. So, this year, instead of spending the money on travel and accommodation, we're going to spend it on doing nice things here. So, we're thinking of going to a show or two. We might visit Buckingham Palace and the British Museum, which, believe it or not, I've never been to. Maybe a boat trip down the river. And also just relax at home in the garden for a change as well. And the kids want to go paintballing with some friends. And then there are all the great restaurants here. We're going to eat out every night. I don't know why we haven't done it before.
Speaker 1.
We booked the holiday online. The hotel sounded wonderful from the description, and the photos looked good on the website. Nice quiet beaches and lots of places to visit. We were so disappointed when we got there. Everywhere was so crowded. We gave up trying to find a space on the beach. There were queues everywhere in the theme parks, and you had to wait ages to get a table in the restaurants. We ended up getting really stressed with all the crowds. The receptionist said it was quieter in the autumn, but who wants to go on holiday when it's cold?
Speaker 2.
It was my first holiday without my parents and I was so excited about it. I travelled with a group of friends from college. We booked a holiday apartment to share the costs of the accommodation. Things started badly because we were delayed at the airport, but things got worse when we arrived at the apartment. The owner charged us a £200 deposit in case we damaged anything. We thought we had paid the full cost when we booked. Then we got ripped off everywhere we went. The restaurants, bars, even at the city ruins. I bought some souvenirs which were half the price everywhere else. I was in such a bad mood all week.
Speaker 3.
Things started so well. We got to the airport in good time and did a bit of shopping in duty-free. The flight took off and landed on time, so there were no transport problems for once. Then things started to change. My friend and I couldn't agree on what to do or where to go. We spent so long planning that we didn't see much of the local area. I wanted to learn about local history, visiting the castle, Roman ruins, things like that. Sally wanted to go shopping and hang out at the theme park. My idea of hell. In the end, we didn't stop arguing all week. I was so relieved to get home.
Speaker 4.
We had booked a taxi to take us to the airport, but the driver didn't turn up. My neighbour offered to take us, but we got stuck in a traffic jam on the motorway. We decided to divert to the nearest railway station, forgetting that there was a train strike that day. We managed to get a taxi. The driver wanted to charge double the normal price. We knew he was ripping us off, but we had no choice. He got us to the terminal half an hour before takeoff. We thought we would be okay, but the terminal was so crowded that we had to queue. So we missed the flight and had to wait ages for the next one. The holiday itself was okay, but the journey was a nightmare from start to finish.
Speaker 5.
I don't think we'll be going there again. We expected the resort to have lots of places to visit. Unfortunately, there was only a theme park and some ruins. The ruins had been a temple, according to the guidebook, but we couldn't see anything except a hole in the ground. The other problem was our hotel. It was about an hour outside of the centre, and the bus service was terrible. We decided to hire a car and spend a day at the nearest lake. When we got there, there were people all along the lakeside, so we had to eat our picnic in the car. The theme park wasn't much better. It was over 100 kilometres outside of the centre, and when we got there, half the rides were closed and the other ones were really old. The kids were so disappointed.
How to spot fake news. If you see an interesting story online, can you trust it? Ask yourself these questions. What's the source? Is this a reliable media organisation or the site of an individual blogger? Is there an About Us section where you can find contact information? What can the photos tell us? Fake news stories often use recycled or manipulated images. What is the source of the photo? What's the whole story? Headlines are often shocking to attract the reader's attention. Can you find the same story on other websites or in print media? Who's the journalist? Can you find the name of the reporter? If it's an interview, is the interviewee a real person? Are there lots of ads? Fake news sites are often packed with annoying pop-up ads. Most reliable news sites limit their adverts.
Fresh mountain air improves exam results. Incredible new research has confirmed that fresh mountain air can improve exam results. And now, this magic air is available in bottles wherever you live. According to Noah Kidding, founder of the Fresh Mountain Air Company, the bottled air also improves a variety of health conditions, including spots and headaches. In an exclusive interview with News for You, Kidding told us that this amazing new product was now available online. He added that they were offering News for You readers a special discount, and customers could buy each bottle for just $9.99. To demonstrate the huge benefits of fresh mountain air for students, Kidding carried out an extensive survey of high school students. He explained that half the students in the survey had consumed the air before their exams and half had not. All those who had consumed the air had got better exam results, he said. Kidding's nephew Wayne, who took part in the survey, said that his memory had improved since he started consuming fresh mountain air. I bottle it here in my garden and can send it anywhere around the world, said Kidding. And if you buy 2 bottles before tomorrow, said Kidding, we'll send you a free gift. Limited offer, today only. Fresh mountain air. Buy 3 for the price of 2. Buy now. Only $19.98.
1. What time does the girls' music lesson start tonight?
What time does your music lesson start tonight?
7:30.
Are you sure? I thought it was starting at 8 tonight, because there's a celebration in the hall at 7 o'clock.
Dad, you're right. It was in the note from my teacher. Thanks for remembering. It's so boring waiting for the class to start.
2. Which sport did Tom try?
Did you hear what Tom did on his holiday?
Well, I think he wanted to try windsurfing, so I guess it was that.
No, it wasn't. There wasn't any windsurfing at that beach, so he tried water skiing instead. And he loved it.
Really? I know they do sailing there. I thought he wanted to try that, but he obviously changed his mind.
3. Which concert is the boy not going to buy a ticket for?
I think I'll buy my cousin tickets to a concert for her birthday.
That's a nice idea. What sort of concert? A pop concert? Some great bands are playing in town next month.
I was thinking about an orchestra, actually. She loves classical music because she plays the violin. There's also a famous pianist giving a piano recital, which she might enjoy.
Both of those sound nice. I think she'll enjoy them both.
4. Which bikini does the young woman prefer? Which bikini do you think I should buy? I really like the striped one.
Well, personally, I think the spotted one looks better on you.
Really? What do you think of this plain one?
Well, it's okay, but it's not as nice as the spotted one.
5. Where is the tennis racket? I can't find my tennis racket. Have you seen it?
Well, last time I saw it, it was on the bed.
No, I moved it from there and I thought I left it on the chair.
Ah, I can see it now. It's on the table, under your jacket.
6. How much does the woman pay per month for her gym?
I'm thinking of joining a gym, but it's so expensive.
Really? Mine's only £30 a month. I don't think that's too bad.
£30 a month? The one I went to was £50 a month, but I think a lot's included in the price.
Wow, that's £20 a month more. It must be good for that price. 7. What has the grandmother done this afternoon?
I went to visit Granny today. She really is an amazing woman.
Well, I know she likes cooking. What delicious thing did she cook this time?
Actually, believe it or not, she was surfing the internet all afternoon.
I don't believe it. Normally she's cooking or gardening, like normal grannies. I'm glad she's a modern granny, though.
1. What is the woman watching?
Look at this programme about base jumping.
Oh, is that when people jump off bridges tied to a long piece of elastic rope?
No, that's bungee jumping. This is much more dangerous. They jump off tall buildings and they use parachutes.
2. How much will the man pay to go canoeing?
Do you want to come canoeing with us at the weekend?
I might. How much does it cost?
Well, for each person, the coach there and back is €10. Hiring the canoe costs another €10 for the day, and you can hire a wetsuit for €5.
OK. I think I'll come. But I'd rather wear my own wetsuit, so I won't need to hire one.
3. Which woman can they see in the picture? Look at this picture of a woman who swam across the English Channel. She was swimming for over 14 hours. She started in Dover, England, and finished in France.
Didn't she wear a wetsuit or flippers?
No, it's the rules. They mustn't wear anything except a swimsuit, a swimming cap and goggles. Nothing that could help them go faster is allowed. 4. Why did he stop horse riding when he was younger?
I'm thinking of booking a horse riding holiday this summer. I used to ride a lot as a child. I loved it, but I had to stop because my parents couldn't afford the lessons anymore. It was very expensive.
I'm a bit frightened of horses. Aren't you afraid of falling off and getting injured?
Not really. A horse kicked me once, which was quite painful, but it didn't stop me riding because I loved it so much.
5. What did the man eat? So, how did your survival weekend go?
It was okay, but I got really hungry. We weren't allowed to take any food. We had to look for things to eat in the forest. We ate a lot of chicken of the woods.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's a kind of mushroom, isn't it?
Yes, it's a type of mushroom that grows on trees and tastes a bit like chicken.
6. When will the girl go on the expedition?
I need a new headlamp for this expedition.
That's a good idea. The letter says you'll be doing a lot of crawling around. I'm going to the shops on Thursday if you want to come with me.
Oh, I think that will be too late. The expedition starts on Tuesday, so I'd better go to town first thing on Monday.
The news at 9.